Hello, people. This is Baba Rakha, and today we're reacting to Stevie Ray Vaughan's Texas Flood at El Mocambo Festival, I think. And this is my second Stevie Ray Vaughan experience. Last week I reacted to Stevie Ray Vaughan's Voodoo Child, and this was a recommendation by two people in the comment section. And now, although the Voodoo Child by Voodoo Child's rendition by Stevie Ray Vaughan was my first Stevie Ray Vaughan SRV experience, if you think about it, this is my real SRV experience, because this is a song that I've never heard of, and I'm guessing you people are welcome to educate me that this is his own composition. So that is more of, an artist's self, reflected in their compositions. So, and listen, people, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, if you happen to share Baba Rakha's affinity for greatness on this planet, if you like great musicians who play guitars like it's their second cock, if you like great musicians to band together to create something immortal, instead of something disgusting like a gangbang, then subscribe to this channel and let's enjoy legendary guitar players and legendary musicians performance with Baba Rakha's proprietary tomato soup made by yours truly. It has enough ginger and garlic to repel the nymphest of women on this planet, and because it's a burden to be like this, making ovaries explode all over the planet. Alright, people, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood and El Mocambo live. Let's go.
Texas. All of the telephone lines are down. say. All of the telephone lines are down. Trying to call my baby. Lord, I can't get a single sound. Well, dark clouds are rolling. Man, and I'm standing out in the rain. Clouds are rolling. Man, and I'm standing out in the rain. Well, the water keep rolling. Man's about to drive post Stevie Ray inside. sun shines every day.
Where do I begin? There are a lot of luthiers who make guitars. There are millions of guitars made around the world. There are very few who see so much action. By God. And the influence of Jimi Hendrix is very apparent. And yeah, like look, people, see, over the last few decades, a lot of lady artists. Don't get me wrong, there are lady artists who can sing, but it's unfortunately the ones who can't that have been glorified by the music industry over the last few decades. And in order to get what sells, what gets the crowd's attention, what am I doing with all such wild and incendiary opinions and everything? I'm hoping someone would get offended, or someone would find it hasn't happened yet, but it's still out there. There's still a chance. Let's hope. So it started from the 80s. Women began being provocative with their words, with their actions, and eventually to the point where there are artists, male artists, who brag about shooting people, killing people, and being criminals, having gone to prison and come back, and all those things and such. And there are lady artists, women artists. To call them ladies would be insulting to other ladies of the world, who are basically just strippers, whose songs are written for them, whose lyrics are written for them, whose songs are performed for them, and all they have to do is appear on the stage and strip. And theatricality, I'm Batman. Theatricality is something that brings the audience to you. And unfortunately, with time, the theatricality had to be escalated. This was a time when people still responded to this kind of the amount of expertise. I mean, in the last video I stated how the paint was worn out, and how many decades and thousands, tens of thousands of hours of playing it had to have gotten to be at the point where it was at. And this kind of genius is unfortunately, it makes me sad. It does. But then I also love Lord of the Rings. All good stories. They carry an essence of hope. What am I doing with this YouTube channel when it's not getting any views? I'm coming up with all these clever ways to get people to subscribe to the channel, and I barely have anything. This channel is still invisible. What is it that people? What is it that carries people to the next day? Hope. So I do carry that. Talent, skill, or other things. This is a legendary musician. Legendary music. I mean, to be able to play so effortlessly, to play behind your back without, that is next level. Even with the normal, when you're playing with, this way, that itself is something, There are all these phases, in now that internet has sort of delineated the boundaries of different parts of the world, except if you're in North Korea or China. And there are, there's still hope. There are a lot of great musicians out there. There are a lot of great guitar players still out there, but unfortunately, they will never be propped up by the music industry as a something to be something glorified, as something that people can, because. And also one more thing, now that I look at his face in this video, his face, Stevie Ray Vaughan's face in this video wearing the hat, it looks very similar to this legend, Bill Hicks. Also known, he was the first stand-up comedian that I fortunately got to experience. A genius. He was called the outlaw comic, the dark poet, the prophet of rage, so yeah, there's still hope. Let's see what happens. Bill Hicks, he mentioned how there seems to be a deliberate attempt at dumbing down the collective consciousness of the world by promoting, to call them mediocrity is insulting mediocrity. They are less than mediocre, to quote Bill Hicks, the glorification of mediocrity and banality is what has resulted to the current world. And let's see what happens. Hey. Alright, people, until next time, Take care. До свидания. Au revoir. Bye.